So I am back. I don't know if you can. Oh, you're there. Right. Let me see if I can just to go out. Okay, let me just see. It's just not playing very nicely today. So if I've lost you, Ronnie, I'm sorry. I'll get you back. Okay. Right. I'm back. I can go. So hopefully, Ronnie, you will have found me again. Refresh your screen. We should be okay. We should be good to go. So, just going to. So what I did, in case people did miss it, and I say on my screen it said it wasn't live, but it might have been. Just going to make it fit to canvas for a start. Yeah, this picture was taken. We had a lovely trip to with Wales, and we went and actually watched. We went on the canal. She pulled on the canal. Beautiful horse. It was called Sonic. So I'm going to use. So what I'm going to do on it, I duplicated it before, as I do. So I thought I'd actually captured my countdown, showing that so just a reason do. I could have just see where take the to share it and say as a G say to be found as a game, Bonnie, because it seems to be one of those days. I think which is the main. So now what to do is to screen my box and it's easy to me. I'm going to go into my brushes and brush template. Basically set up to be a stamp, but we can also always change that. So just duplicate it. So I'm always going to stamp it. To change the shape to begin with. So to the shapes and import and source library for that. So shape to it. So maybe try this one. That works. To go into gray texture to come from. So choose my grain source. Import tone. Next that see what it does for me. Sure this will work, but we'll see. I might need to increase the size. Auto repeat it for a start. Just as it makes it into a repeating pattern. Changes. Create that small to scale up. So that bottom line. Change tips. So obviously it's a lot of quite in-depth here, but quite let's just go with it and see where we get. So we can see it's created our brush. So I think she's going to use black to pick colours. We'll double click on black. to see screen. Because obviously those white lines see there in that texture is the white line. So we might need to be, but depending on what you're using it, it actually gives a bit of character. You know, if you wanted some, you know, had some sort of thing to it, but you can see, I still can tell that it's the picture in the original photographs that I took. So let's look at this original picture. So what it did, it was the screen starts. And we'll fit it to screen, fit to canvas, stretch out. To actually, because I've changed the shape of it, it's actually like see what's happening, to be honest. But bear with it. I'll go in, and if it's not worked, I'll post as a video later. So to change this. So go into wrench, go into canvas, properly set to do. It brings the to stick inside, bring it across. Yeah, we will lose some of the edge. Stick with that. So go. See if we still got that. So I'm just going to stretch it out. See the top. I can't get rid of it. Try and do this. I've got one that I obviously created. I try and share it with you so you can see exactly what as we go along. So now going to save, duplicate it to adjustment. I'm going to take out the take out saturation into, so this is what I can change the amount of black. So bring the top across the bottom. Yeah, it's as well. It's quite a lot of black and white. Sure. See if we get a better image this time. Save image. Stamps, that's that first one that we did. To duplicate it, choose one again to change the shape. See what we've got. Source library. We'll stick with the same so we can see if we've got any. See, there is a good sort of different shape to that. Click done, so you can see that's changed that. I'm going to change the grain. Date. Import photo. Just fiddled with. Okay. Click on to repeat. See again, it's brought this up, and you can see how that is a repeating pattern. Choose an image, it's quite interesting, I think. I'm really worried about the story lady, so if you're still there, please let me know and say hello. Just having a few little bit funky today. So that's scale grain, so I can increase the scale. See what I've done there, just made it bigger. Repeat. Change that harder, soften that harder if we want. I think I should prefer it. We can obviously rotate. So stick with that, then click done. It's creating that texture. Test it. So we're on the second picture on the right. do myself a layer. Test my brush. Too big. So that now looks quite woody to me. It's very little. See if I can, not the way I'd normally stretch it, but I just want to make it big so we can see. So you can see, possibly can see was this weight in the centre here was the shape of the brush. That's why those bits are taken out. So to add myself another layer. So pale pink. Pink because you know I like a pink brush. Shape. Now the other thing that we can do with this brush is at the moment, as you can see, do you know, I really like take that. What we can still do is go in. You know, we could duplicate that brush if we wanted, which I might do because I do really like it. So I'm going to go into the second one. So I've literally duplicated this. Go in and change the settings. And if you can see here, oh, Bonnie. Brilliant lot, Bonnie. That's great. I'm so sorry. It just kind of got stuck. It just wouldn't go anywhere. So hopefully you can see what we're doing here. And we're looking at brushes and we're looking at texture brushes. So I'm so pleased that you've. So at the moment you can see the space, and we've got one. One. But if we take down the spacing, hopefully we can create ourselves a shape. I'm just going to see how that looks. Click done. Tips. Would I use a brush for a shape like that? I don't know. I use a snapped brush, but that's absolutely fine. Still looking at texture, so you created that shape, make it fit. Things I'm going to do to it now will be absolutely fine if they change place. So what I can do is I could, to an image, just make it the screen, just to stretch it out a little bit. Some hard edges. White actually pink. Top of that. Excuse what the colour might look like. Actually, yeah, you can see some texture here. Just show small to duplicate colour. Texture in there. The other thing we could do because then we can just soften some of the layers, so the texture that's in there. So we're in Gauge Blur, just drag to the. This is now blurring. So if we change the blend layer. The more to multiply. We could do it on something like colour burn. Let's give it a really soft effect. Burn. Just do a lot of colour. The other thing we can do, of course, is switch that off for now. On top of this other layer, turquoise colour, to draw myself a circle. Go. Circle, drop the colour in, and if I flip the mask above, if I turn it on first, you can see that layer. If I clip it, you can see it only sits where it's clipped inside. So, use a little bit of a mirror, to be honest. 2, stay on the same level. To Gaussian blow top. 2, just leave it as. So yes, that's some of the different ways you use texture. I mean, creating texture brush is one of the most fun things to do. The other thing originally I said to do, so I'm going to go back to the original picture, which I did again. To import photo. Again, just to show you, I can change that. Go. See this is the one that I originally did. So to go into saturation and brightness, drag it down to just to try and change how much black and white, so some good contrast is good. To save this one sheet, so I can show you this. I quite create my patterns, the texture over the top. So once I've got my images in place, or use them as a background as well, just it's a little bit of personal choice, I suppose, but I quite like to think that I've make a texture from, and I know what it is, nobody else does. It's just me. So it's one of the things that I like to do. So I go back into brushes, brush template, duplicate my brush, click on it, change the shape. And I am going to stick with that shape so we can dip. So should do like. Photo. This one. So you can see it looks like trees, but we'll see how it works when we do brush. To repeat. It's given me these suggestions. So the grain scale, you can change that too. Interesting. actually all that change. See, stick with that. Click on done, creating the texture. Sometimes it's great to think, you've got this brush, always see too big, probably. But yeah, they're given a completely different look. Here, because I know, because it's my picture, I can see that texture in that. I've got a bit of a flashlight, but something that I could change, made that into a brush. I've just kept it as a these, as always, are really that's just how you should layer the juicy colour. Just click the flipping mat. So now you can see I've changed the colour to colouring because the flipping mat is literally flipped to. You duplicate that to make colour change. So, yeah, so there you go. So quite a lot of playing in brushes there, and I'd always encourage you to definitely play with what tools you have. Come back on screen. Probably going to look hot bothered because it's really warm with this room now. But yeah, so that's what I've been kind of working on. And yeah, quite often, Vonnie, I create my whole pattern and then go back once I've used like a pattern checker, and I go back and then I look and I've maybe added a texture to the background or clip masks over. I'm not sure, Vonnie, what the sound is like. I've had no problems at all today, and I've had 2 calls online, but it could be, maybe it's the weather, I don't know. So hopefully, I think if you watch it back, you can put on captions. You'll be able to watch the captions. So if you can understand my accent. So yeah, so that's what I do is I tend to then go back and think, how can I improve the pattern? Does it need texture or does it need some more motifs? And maybe in the future we can look and see how and make that texture, like that texture you just created there, how we could make that into a repeating pattern. And I know we've done this, Vonnie, in the membership, which is great, and it's something that's you can actually create a blender pattern by simply using that sort of design that we've done there, make that into a repeating pattern, and quite often that would be fine as a blender pattern, especially if you've used it in some way in one of your hero patterns. No problem. Yeah, try the repeat. Anyway, it's lovely to see you here. So I can see I've been on half an hour. So I am going to go. And I obviously, if you've only just started with Procreate, it'd be good to go back and watch some of the earlier videos that I've done, because obviously that's quite in depth what we've just done there, looking at brushes. But I always encourage you um, to play around, to practice. And Vonnie knows that I will say this because Vonnie knows me quite well. It's just duplicate the layer or duplicate the brush. So that if you stumble across something that is fabulous, you've not lost it. It's it's in your duplicate somewhere. You can go back and look at that. So thank you so much sharing with me. I can see you can see my studio's full on. I've got behind me that fabric. I think you can see there. That fabric was a pattern design, one of the pattern designs that I created, and that is actually on quite a heavy fabric. So, and I've created that on the board, and then I pin on the top. You can see this way. I'm trying to work out which side it is. Behind me here on this side, I printed off some A3 copies of fabric that I've done and some scrapbooking papers that I'm working on. So I know it looks really busy behind me, but I have been, so that's why it does. So have a great week. Thank you so much for joining me live, Vonnie. Thank you as well to everyone who's watching the replay. I'm always thrilled to see you here, and I love to share. If there's any questions, anything I can help you with, then please just just obviously just ask me in the comments below. That'll be fabulous. And I shall see you next Tuesday. So take care, lovelies. Take care. Bye bye.